Yo, what is up guys? My name is Semtex and welcome back to another video here on GaGe. Now today's video is actually a better aim tutorial on Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Now this is a tutorial on how you can get better aim, how you can do way better in Call of Duty Black Ops 4 multiplayer, and also how you can go ahead and drop nukes super easily using your better aim. Now the first thing I actually have on the list is sensitivity. Now you want to have the best sensitivity possible. You don't want to have a 3 sensitivity because that's way too slow. You don't want to have a 14 sensitivity because that's most likely way too high. What you actually want to do is find your perfect medium. You always are going to have a perfect medium, and you're going to want to find that out by going from, sensitivity 4 to around 10 in my opinion. That's what I would do. And I actually run at 7.7 on Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and that's what I'm running on the beta so far. Now the beta is actually over. This is just a video that is done weeks after the beta, but I'm also making this video just to help you guys for when the actual full game releases. Now the second point I actually have for you guys is to use a scuff controller or control freaks, and I would actually use both of these. Now if you do not want to buy a scuff controller because they cost way too much, I would actually recommend getting some control freaks. They are actually quite cheap, and you can use multiple codes that can actually make them like 10% off, and this will be very helpful. And they're pretty cheap for what they are, but you actually put them on your controller. They're little grips for your controller, and you put them on there, and they pretty much help you aim better and they help you jump better. What I'd recommend doing is only using one on the right stick. Now that's just what I do, but that's just my personal preference. Now the next thing I actually have on this list is to use stick and move if you don't want to buy a scuff controller. Now if you don't know what a scuff controller does, it actually puts paddles and buttons on the back of your controller that you can actually use to go ahead and jump. And instead of moving your hand to the X button to jump and then you have to move it, and then you could die in between that, you can actually tap these buttons, and while you're tapping these buttons you can actually go ahead and aim, shoot, jump, crouch, everything like that. You can go prone, you can throw lethals and tacticals, you can do pretty much anything, and all you have to do is tap the back buttons with the back of your hands, and that's all you have to do to jump. But if you don't want to do that, you can actually use stick and move, which makes your right stick the jump button in any Call of Duty, and I would definitely recommend this on jetpacking Call of Duties, although it can actually help you on Black Ops 4. Now if you don't want to use stick and move on any other Call of Duty, I would recommend tactical, but on Black Ops 4 there's no such thing as drop shotting really. So what I would recommend doing is just simply using stick and move and jump shotting, because you can't really drop shot in Black Ops 4. Now the next thing I actually have to improve your aim and to get more kills within Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is to aim higher. Now this seems quite obvious, but most people only aim for the torso or the chest area. But what you actually want to do is aim as high as you physically can. Aim for above the torso, maybe the neck, maybe the arms, the head, mainly the head, because the head is usually always a 1 to 3 shot rather than a 1 to 5 shot. So you have a better chance at getting kills if you aim straight for the head, and it also kills people a lot faster by shooting in the head. The next tip I actually have for you guys is to use better classes. Now if you're using the ABR with the default sight, it might not be good. If you're using the MX9 with the default sight, you're not going to be able to aim as high as if you use the MX9 or the ABR or the Swordfish, any of these weapons with the Tritium sight or the reflex sight or any sight other than the default one, because usually the default sight is not the best on any Call of Duty, on any gun. Now this does have some exceptions, but those are very rare guns, and I do like some of the guns within Black Ops 4 because they do have a nice default sight, but I would definitely recommend using a sight anyway. What this is going to do is if you use quick draw, you can aim in a lot faster. If you use a sight, you can definitely see a lot better. If you use stock, you can move while aiming, and all these other attachments definitely do help your class, and this can definitely help your aim a lot better, and it will also help you to not die. Now that's all I really have to say for the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.